Radio, hello. I've got to keep this tight. That little spunky guy needs to go to the groomers very soon. So I want to talk about 2025. So in fact, according to Human Design, 2025 only just got started on January 22nd. Yeah, we go with the rave mandala in Human Design world, and that is when the sun moved into gate 41, the initiation gate. The gate of initiation, our year begins in the cycle. So let's talk about everything that's gone down. This year so far is one to watch, as I felt that it would be as we're moving up to 2027. Things are going to get weird, and hopefully we can see this through an entertainment lens. But let's just look at things, and I really hope I'm getting kind of guided and supported today, because we've got some interesting transits as well. Uranus is in gate 23. I have the 2343 channel, so I'm really here to assimilate information from my truth and from my lens. And Uranus is very unpredictable. So we've all got 23 happening in our sphere at the moment in line 5. It's a 5th line day. So this is heretic energy. And I'm in Catania, and the patron saint of Catania was a massive martyr and heretic. I'll get onto her story another time. I am obviously not here by accident at this time. So let's talk about 2025, and I'll do my best so far to bring this through my lens in a clean way that's not disorganized. So the presidential inauguration, let's talk about this first. This was such an interesting thing to observe, and it's really only just landed with me this morning through the Human Design lens. Thank you, hi Islam. Through the Human Design lens of how funky that inauguration was that went down. So we are moving out of an era of sheep mentality, of party politics. We're moving out of this era where the governmental authority kind of tells a sheep mentality of humans what to do, how to live, where to be, how to think. And what was so interesting to see, I don't have any opinions to express about any of those particular humans that were present or made quite infamous at that inauguration. But what I want to show you and demonstrate and allow you to see is there is some profound individuals, real individuals that were highlighted in that process. And I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like this circus before in politics at this level. And what do I mean they're individuals? Let's talk about who was there. I mean, Donald Trump, he is one of the most polarizing humans on the planet. He has had such a journey through his political career. We won't even talk about the business stuff, but he's kind of risen like a phoenix. We are moving into the cross of the sleeping phoenix post 2027. So I had no doubt that he was going to be elected. Like it or loathe it, it is what it is. But he's a profound individual, and he's probably the only one that can hold America through this massive crumbling that it's going to experience and that it is experiencing. I see America as one of the most immature, mutative landscapes that we have on the globe. It's a really interesting one to watch. And as we move into 2027, definitely keep your eyes on America. Who else was there? Let's talk about Elon. Let's talk about him. Elon is a 3-5 generator in Human Design. I'm a 3-5. I get the guy. He is weird AF. Now, as a 3rd line, he made a lot of gaffes at that inauguration. There is so much footage. There's more footage, I think, going around of Elon than there is of Trump. And Elon has got that 5th line. It's an unconscious 5th line. People are captivated and drawn to him in a very, very mysterious way. They don't know why they even love to watch the Elon Musk show, but they do. And we saw some pretty weird stuff captured on video during that inauguration ceremony. I'm not going to express any particular opinions about what all of that was going on, but my heart goes out to him, because the whole like Nazi Hitler salute that was totally misconstrued. He was really putting his hand over his heart and extending his heart out to people. That's his claim. It's a classic 3rd line gaffe. I mean, we are trial and error. We mess things up all the time, and you kind of got to love us for that, because he's resilient. He gets up, he shows up. You saw him do his reprogramming, whatever that was going on. That was Elon. We've got Mark Zuckerberg, Total individual. I mean, like him or loathe him. Love what he created, loathe what he created. It does not matter. This guy is an example of selfish enlightenment. We are moving into this era, profound individuality. And, you know, he was seen with his eyes where they shouldn't have been. Let's move on. Jeff Bezos, profound individual, incredible what he has created in the e-commerce world with Amazon. And the list goes on. Who else was there? Oh, I loved Trump's wife in the shaded eye hat. Pluto vibes. Pluto is moving into gate 41. We say it's the gate of initiation. I just said it myself. But when Pluto moves into gate 41 on January 30th, mark my words, it's an ignition. It is going to be an ignition sequence into 2027. Pluto is in the depths, in the darkness. Pluto is profound yin feminine energy. Don't care what you've been told about the masculinity of the planets. Pluto is yin. And the yin force is coming through from the depths. So I love that Trump's wife had these shaded eyes. You couldn't really see her, but she was there. And this is Pluto vibes coming through. Who else was there? There was lots of others. I think I'll keep it there because I want to keep this tight. But just watching all that be unpacked, the bizarreness of it. This is what we're moving into, guys. Expect the unexpected. The authorities that we used to rely and trust upon, just, you can't do that anymore. They are going to not be able to lead you authentically because they can lead themselves. And you're unique and you need to lead yourself. Coming into 2027, the cross of planning frequency, the background frequency, keeping us all compliant, keeping everything organized and civilized will not be there anymore. It's not going to crash and burn, but it is crumbling and we're already seeing that happening. So the quicker that you can jump on the roadmap of your human design and understand how to lead yourself through your own authority, you'll be like me saying weird stuff on Instagram about things that you're seeing that maybe no one else is able to see. But that's the whole point. Authentic leading through your authority allows your outer authority to then speak, and you're able to speak and share and express how you authentically see the world for you. And through that diversity, we can all actually win through that because there's all different ingredients that each individual is going to bring that is going to move us forward in a more powerful way than the way that we've got used to in the past, with where it's hanging back in the collective safety of the group and the pack. That is no longer going to work. What's the next thing? Let's talk about it. I have just launched a membership, the Phoenix Collective. This is not a plug for the membership. However, why did I name it Phoenix Collective? Because we are going through a massive burning down, a mutation, a transformation, a recalibration, and a rebirth, a resurrection. As individuals, as a planet, as a consciousness, in politics, in every area of society. What is required to burn something down? Fire. What happened in LA? What was that? Look, there's a lot of theories out there. It's a really interesting space to look. I send obviously huge condolences out to anyone that was affected by what went down. But the fact that even on mainstream media, there are gaffes being said like, oh, we'll rebuild after we started those fires. Like, the technology is available. The way that those fires moved and destroyed in such a specific way is not natural. It is not natural. Cross of planning. The ability that we have now reached the peak and the dying off of the cross of planning, that we have got governmental, business, organizational, institutional structures in place that can coordinate stuff like that to go down in a place like that is profound. The interesting part is the controversy or the conspiracy is, are they going to rebuild this new LA? And I think it was supposed to be LA 2028. I think it was. Good luck. Because after 2027, the organizational capacity to bring humans together to output in a restructuring, rebuilding kind of way, it's going to be way, way more challenging. So watch that space. Because I've been so efficient with all of this, I'm going to speak about Catania. Now, Catania is a city in Sicily. I had the guidance to be here. I have really no idea why. I'll be fully honest. You can think I'm fully cray-cray at this point. My 4323 is on fire. I'm speaking really from my truth and from things that don't necessarily make sense. But this is kind of being guided by your strategy and authority. So I'm in Catania. I was seeing elephants in the clouds. I was getting signs of different things that I needed to come to Catania. What's the elephants got to do with it? The elephant is the totem animal of Catania. I won't go into that story of why. No, animals are not native to Sicily. So what I learned though is that Catania also has a massive volcano, Etna. Now, Etna is a very active gal, and she hasn't caused a huge amount of destruction in a long time, but she's grumbling away every single day. And something about that energy has pulled me here. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm launching a membership. That's the Phoenix Collective. It's all like fire and resurrection and rebirth and destruction. Beautiful. That sounds right. This city though, I went on a walking tour yesterday, and back in the late 1600s, and everything in that tour yesterday, every date that was given, I'm normally not that interested in history, but since learning about the global cycles in human design, I bring everything through that lens, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and that kind of makes sense with this piece over here. And so through 1615 up until when we shift in 2027, it's all been cross of planning. It's this real capacity to rebuild. Catania has been destroyed and rebuilt 7 times. 7 times. Those destructions have been through earthquake eruptions, also naughty Etna, also wars and being significantly bombed, and just invasions in general. I mean, Sicily's a little island in between Europe and Africa. You can imagine what's gone on here. But this city has been rebuilt 7 times, and I'm like, wow. Even when Etna went off many, many, many years ago in the late 1600s, the lava flowed for so long, it effectively moved her coastline. Like, the actual cityscape is completely different. 2 rivers in Catania were covered in lava. Those rivers are now underground. So I love being in these places because for me, it's really important that I plug into my locations and have experiences. It really helps my creative process. And of course, I'm also here at the same time that we are celebrating the patron saint of Catania, Saint Agatha. You can read about her story. When I did, I cried. It really resonated with me as a 3-5 and as a woman. And so I'm here at the time that they're celebrating her. And so I feel very calibrated to the energy of this city right now. And all of these things that are kind of flowing through me, I know that I'm in the right place at the right time. And that, my friends, is strategy and authority. Because it doesn't necessarily make logical sense that I've got this little 14-year-old kid traveling with me. It's not easy traveling solo with him, but I'm meant to be here. And so it's working and things are falling into place, and I'm just moving into a deeper state of trust. And mind you, I'm in my 5th year of my process with human design. It takes time. If you are early in this, just be patient. Just keep going. Just keep having the vision and having the intention that you want to live authentically as yourself. Start saying no more. Start getting real about what is true for you. Start deconditioning, and don't give up. Keep deconditioning. Allow yourself to wobble off the path. Come back. If you want support with that, I'm here. Reach out. I do offer human design readings, but my absolute baby that I'm birthing at the moment is the Phoenix Collective. This is for projectors only. It's a brand new membership. We are starting when Pluto gets started on January 30th. There's still time to get in. You can DM me Phoenix if you're interested. You must be a projector. Don't worry, everybody else. Generators, manifestors, mani-gens, reflectors. We're going to get the projectors all calibrated, and then we're going to serve you guys. Don't worry, you're all going to be looked after. We are in a profound time of change for humanity. It is not a mistake that you're here on this earth right now. If this stuff is resonating with you, it's for a reason. You're here to receive it. I hope you have an amazing day. I'm going to head out. I hope this has at least been entertaining. If nothing has really resonated, just sit with it a little bit more. Keep your eyes open, your ears open, receive how you're here to receive, and trust what you're here to receive. Don't worry too much about how it makes sense to everybody else. That's how I live my life now. Okay, ciao.